So let's get started. So I've got two questions here, basically, what are factors and what are multiples? So have a think. If anyone wants to raise their hand to tell me either what a factor is or what a multiple is, you can do that, but I'm going to give everyone a chance to have a think about what they think those two things are, and then we will have a look. I already see Laura's got a hand up. Oh, lovely. Nice, guys. Well done, grade 8s. Okay, Laura, which one would you like to give me a definition for?
Ma'am, can I please give you like what a multiple is?
Sure. Okay, so we're going to start with multiples here. What is a multiple?
Ma'am, a multiple is a like 2, 4, 6. Like it goes. I think you count in that number.
Perfect, exactly. And Laura's actually described this really well. It's almost like a number pattern with a specific number. So multiples you can almost think of as your times tables. So Laura gave us the example of our 2 times tables, 2, 4, 6, 8, etc., etc., etc. These are all multiples of 2. Okay, so your multiples are basically your times tables. If we went to, let's say, for example, 7, 14, 21, 28, etc., 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 these are then our multiples of 7. So your multiples, like I say, are basically your times tables. It's the answer we get when we multiply two whole numbers together. Right, very nice, Lara. Blessed, do you want to give us factors?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
I wanted to define the factor. The factor is a number that is divided into another without a remainder.
Perfect. Okay, so factors are basically numbers that can divide into another number without a remainder. Talk faster than I write. Then I can't spell. That can be divided into another number without a remainder. And that without a remainder part is quite important. So I'll give you an example of what factors are now. Remainder. So if, for example, we thought about the number, let's say 6, okay? Basically, what we want to ask ourselves are, what are all the numbers, and let's maybe rephrase this, what are all of the whole numbers that we can multiply together to get 6? So my factors of 6 would be 1 times 6, and then 2 times 3. These are my factors. Now, if we go back to our definition, 1, 6, 2, and 3 can all be divided into the number 6 without a remainder. And so they are therefore factors of 6. Alrighty, so that is what factors are. That is what multiples are. So when we now start to look at our questions, it's very important that we're able to differentiate or be able to tell the difference between the two. Right, so I am going to leave it up there in case anyone wants to take a screenshot. Caroline, I'm sorry, I didn't see your message come through on the chat, but I promise you there's many more questions coming up, so hopefully we'll get a chance there. And then Jacinta, Kenzie, and Laura, your hands are all up. So if you have a question, you can leave your hand up, but if you don't have a question, please lower it. Stop. Kenzie, do you have a question?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Let me put it down.
No problem. And then Jacinta, do you have a question?
Sorry, ma'am, I forgot.
No problem. Alrighty, guys, so I'm hoping we've all taken your screenshots. I'm going to give you 2 more seconds. Right, so let's have a look at some examples. So here in example 1, I've got 3 numbers that I want to do or want to write down the factors of. So we'll do the first one together, and then we will, oh, gracious me, and then I will ask you to do the other 2 by yourselves. So remember, factors are basically the numbers that we can times together to get 10. So if we think about 10, we could times together 1 and 10, and we could times together 2 and 5 in order to get 10. So our factors of 10 are then 1, oh gracious, sorry, are 1, 2, 5, and 10. Now we can write them in a list, almost like calendar there on the chat. You can put them in brackets like calendar, that's absolutely fine. But basically we want to list all of the numbers that can divide into 10 without a remainder. Okay, so the next one that you see there is 6. So I want you to have a look. Callan's asked if they can do it. So absolutely. Raise your hand for me when you're ready. And let's try B. I'm just going to give everyone a minute or 2 to give it a try. Okay, so factors, we're looking for all the numbers that can divide into 6 without a remainder. Sorry. Okay, Callan, do you want to tell us?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So for B, so 6, which is a composite number. So 6, the factors can go with 1, 2, and 3, and then finally 6.
Perfect. Okay, so guys, if we think about this list Callan's given us, 1 times 6 we know is 6. 2 times 3 we know is 6. Those are all the numbers that we can multiply together to get 6. We just list them out for ourselves. Callan also used a word there, composite numbers. We'll chat a little bit more about this as we go along, but composite numbers are basically numbers that are not prime numbers. Sorry, I've got a frog. Now, prime numbers are numbers that only have 1 and themselves as factors. So for example, 3 is a prime number because the only factors we have of 3 are 1 and 3, 1 and itself, whereas composite numbers have more factors than just 1 and itself. So here for 6, we have 1 and 6, but we also have 2 and 3. So that makes it a composite number. Alrighty, I'll leave that there in case you want to take a screenshot, and then I'm going to show C. Sorry, everyone.
Well done, my tips. Well done. You guys are doing a great job. Well done. Remember that after answering some questions and it's time for a screenshot, you can lower your hand down, okay? So Teacher Sam and I don't get confused by thinking that those hands are up for questions. So Orejo, Kalen, well done, guys. Y'all, y'all are the best. So your hands is up there if you want to ask a question. And I see Keletso doesn't have any audio. Kalen, I'm thinking that's a question. Hey, so definitely Teacher Sam is on your way.
Hi, ma'am. I have a question. This is Cannon's twin sister, Riley. I have a question for prime numbers. So prime numbers, is it like 1? Is it 1 and it's the same number for like 6 and 1?
Teacher Sam, you are definitely muted.
Yeah, I was choking and then I had to drink water and then I panicked. It's all fine. Okay, so
yeah, good, guys.
Everything's fine. Okay, so in terms of what prime numbers are, the first part of what you said is absolutely correct. Prime numbers only have factors of 1 and themselves. So 6 is not a prime number because it also has the factors 2 and 3. Now, prime numbers are numbers like 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and it keeps going. All of these only have 1 and themselves as factors. There's no other 2 numbers that we can multiply together to get any of these prime numbers. And so because it only has 1 in itself, and that's it, those are prime numbers.
Thank you, ma'am. That really helps.
Okay, good. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nice, guys. Nice one.
Okay, so on the chat, I'm hoping that this is maybe Coletto trying to ask the question just with the audio problem. There is
Yes,
no...
Skeletor cannot hear us at this moment.
Oh, okay, so there's no point in me answering the question. Fine, I'll type a response here. But just, actually, there is a point. Just for everyone, so the question is, what is the prime number of 6? 6 is not a prime number, so we don't consider it. We can talk about its prime factors, but that's a whole different story that we'll get to. But 6 is not a prime number because it has more factors than just 1 times 6. Because there's the 2 times 3 as well, it's not a prime number. Coletto, I hope that helps if you heard. Callan sort of now jumped ahead to the whole prime factor situation. We will get there. But as Lara said, because 6 has 1, 2, 3, and 6 as its factors, it's called a composite number. We don't really stress too much about all of these labels, but those are what prime and composite numbers are. Okay, so guys, let's try 18. So I want the factors of 18. Have a think, have a try. As you Tingle's hand's already up, I'm just going to give everyone a chance. Ooh. And then we'll get some answers here.
Y'all are all geniuses. I love the way that they already know the factors of this, the prime, the composite numbers. I was like, whoa, my geniuses are on it today. You're all in fire, my people. Well done.
Okay, I'm seeing lots of hands. I'm going to try to do this right. Orjola Khanse. Hopefully.
Yes, Orejo. I hope we can cut your name to Orejo like this weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
Factors of 18, yeah.
Factors of 18 are 1, 6, 9, 12, and 18 itself.
Okay, so I just want to write this out. 1, 6,
9,
and
12,
18. Oh,
12, and then 18.
okay, cool. So, excuse me, let's just double check all of these. 1 definitely divides into 18 with no remainders. So 1 is definitely one of our factors. 6 definitely divides into 18 with no remainder because it gives us 3. So 3 and 6 are part of our factors.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then, yes, I'm just confusing the whole situation. 9 divides into 18. 18 divided by 9 is then 2. So we can sort of
yes.
2, 3, 6, 9. Are you in agreement?
Yes.
Okay. Then if we check 12, now we need to be careful here. 18 and 12 are both even numbers. All right. So they can both be divided by 2, but that means we end up with 9 over 6, which can be simplified even more because both can be divided by 3. But because that's a fraction. Yeah, which?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Now, because that's a fraction, there's a remainder. It's 1.5. So 12 isn't a factor of 18, but 18 definitely is. Very nice. Well done. 18 was a hard one. I gave it to you as a hard one, but very well done.
Well done, Orejo. That was really good. As long as you saw your corrections, I'm happy. And it looks like now you understand even more. Well done, guys.
So guys, basically your factors, you should always be able to almost like pair up. So the 1 and the 18 pairs up to give us 18. The 2 and the 9 pairs up to give us 18. And then the 3 and the 6 pair up to give us 18. So, excuse me. So you should always be able to have both pairs of your factor in order to get the answer or to get the number that you're working with. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18 are your factors of 18. Tango, do you have a question? Excuse me.
Screenshot, everybody. Let's screenshot.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful, guys. Y'all are doing the most. Well done. I'm so happy. I love
Hey,
the
guys.
cross.
I'm hoping we've all screenshotted. Right, I feel like we maybe need 1 or 2 more to practice. So let's add on one here. Let's do 15. And let's do 24. Okay, so I've given you 2 more here. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to try both of these. So I want the factors of 15 and I want the factors of 24. Ooh.
Let's go, my people. We can do this. Let's go. Remember to even put it on the chat. Y'all are doing the greatest work ever. I see you putting it on the chat also, the answers. Nice, guys.
Well done. Sorry, guys, I've got like a real frog in my throat going on here, so I keep having to mute myself and cough. But anyways. Okay, Siyabonga, do you want to give us one of them? You can do whichever one you want.
24.
Okay. Going big. Right, 24.
1, 2,
Mhm.
3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24.
Well done. Excellent. That was nice, quick,
Wow,
and easy.
you nailed
Fantastic.
it. Siyabonga, well done. Wow,
So guys,
that was
remember,
good.
yeah, excellent. Remember, pair them up. 1 times 24, 24. 2 times 12, 24. 3 times 8, 24. 4 times 6, 24. So we've got all of our pairs. And so we know that all of these factors are 20. Yes, English. All of these are factors of 24. Ay. Okay. I want to say Jariah, but I know that's probably wrong. So please correct me. Do you want to do 15?
Ma'am, don't you remember me?
I do, and that's why it's annoying me that I'm getting it wrong.
It's Gigi.
GG
Okay,
is
I'll do 15. Yeah. Okay, so 15. For factors of 15. Okay, we have 1, 3,
Good.
5, and 15.
Perfect. Well done. So 15,
Well done, Gigi.
1 times 15, 15. 3 times 5, 15. And so we've got our factors there of both 15 and 24. Guys, I know there were lots of hands. I'm trying to give everyone a chance. We're going to do many, many more examples, both today and just throughout the year. So I'm going to try and give everyone a chance. I'm doing my absolute best. So if you have answered, I'm going to try pick someone else, but keep raising those hands. You're doing really, really nicely. Right, I'm just leaving it up here in case you would like to take a screenshot, and then as you just put on the chat there, we're going to take our brain break. Mandla, do you have a question before we go there?
No, ma'am.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all are taking a screenshot and everything. That's good. So just remember, my people, that if you don't have any question, when it's time for taking screenshot, you quickly just lower your hand down. Okay. Like this, you can put your hand up again when there's a question that you need to answer. But y'all are doing really great and you are disciplined. I'm loving it.
Okay, guys, so here's our brain break. Who knows why my brain break has just moved, but whatever. So you've got a fun math joke, as you will generally have, and then you've got your brain break. I feel like we've done one similar to this before, but basically I want to know from you, what is the value of the watermelon, the orange, and the banana? So look carefully at those equations and see if you can figure out what they are. Tingle's already got their hand up, which is awesome. I'm just going to give everyone a chance to have a look. Remember, brain break, we're just taking a break from what it is that we're doing. We're still doing something maths related, but we're just taking a little break so that we can do something fun before we carry on with the maths. Okay, Tingle, do you want to help us out here? Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
For the first one, it is 36. So if you divide 36 by 3, it's 12.
Perfect, and I like that thinking there. We know that we're adding the same thing 3 times, which is why Tingle said divide by 3. And so each of those watermelons is 12. So now that we know, or rather English, now we know the watermelon is 12. And so every time I see a watermelon, I know I've got, or I'm working with the value 12. Right, very nice. Gigi, do you want to try another one?
So now that we know that what are 12 is like pieces, I'm not really sure. Looks like an orange to me.
Gigi, you're breaking up a
Basically,
little
if
bit.
we minus 12 from 28,
Okay.
so if we minus 12 from 28, it's going to give us 16. So if we divide 16 by 2, it's going to give us 8. So the oranges are equal 8.
Perfect. Okay, I hope we all got that. I'm just going to say it again. We already know that the watermelon is 12. So if we say 28 minus 12 to figure out what the 2 oranges are, we get that 16. And so 16 divided by 2, because we've got 2 oranges, is then 8. So now we know that the oranges are 8, so we just have a banana left. Blessing, do you want to try the banana?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It's 5 minus 2 is equal to 3.
Okay, so remember the orange is 8 though. So 8 minus what will give us 3? What do we have to subtract from 8 to get 3?
You have to subtract 5.
Excellent, well done. So that means that my banana is 5. Well done, guys. Very, very nice. Okay, so that is the value of our oranges, watermelons, and bananas. Very, very nice. Well done, guys. And I like the way that we're thinking in terms of actually solving the equation. We're not just sort of guessing. We're thinking, okay, well, if I subtract 12, what do I then need to do? If I divide 36 by 3, I know I'm going to get the watermelon. So your practice with equations is really coming through here. So very well done. I'm going to leave it up in case anyone wants to take a screenshot, but then I'm going to move back to our work so we can carry on. Okay. So let's have a look at some multiples. So remember, multiples are basically the answers to our times table. So what I'm asking you for here is to give me the first 5 only. So the first 5 multiples of the following value. So the first one let's start with is 3. So if we think about 3, like I said, times table, I'm going to do this one with you so that we all remember. The first multiple is 3, then we've got 6, then we've got 9, 12, 15, and I only asked for the first 5, so we can stop at 15. If I'd asked you for the first 7, we'd go on another 2, but because I've just asked for the first 5, we can stop there. Okay, so nothing too tricky. Let's have a think about the multiples of 7, and I see lots of hands here. So Vamandla, do you want to try 7?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's 7, 14, 21,
Good.
28,
Good.
and 35.
Excellent. Well done. So guys, our first 5 multiples of 7, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Again, I'm only asking you for the first 5. And this might seem really silly, but if the question says first 5, only do the first 5. If you give me more, you're not answering the question. And like I said, I know it seems like a very silly thing. It's just one of those things that sometimes we can be quite strict on. So only give me the first 5, but that's absolutely perfect. Well done. I'm just waiting here in case anyone wants to screenshot. Then we'll have a look at another one. Seems like we're enjoying multiples a little bit more than factors, which is cool. Okay, let's have a look at C. So now I want the factors of 12. Hanek. Retu, do you want to try this one?
Yes,
Okay,
it's 12,
yeah,
24,
good,
36,
good,
38,
yeah,
48,
and the last one?
59.
So close, 60.
Oh,
Very close though, well done. So guys, what I sort of want you to see here as well is that, yes, it's your timetables, but remember your times tables is basically adding the same number each time. I think, can't remember who gave us the definition of multiples now, it's gone out of my brain. But if we just keep adding 12, we're gonna keep getting the next multiple in the sequence. So if you're ever stuck with multiples, just add the same number however many times you need to. It's basically a number pattern, multiples. Alrighty. I'm just waiting here in case we want to take a screenshot. We're all very excited about multiples, so I'm going to give you 2 more, which is awesome. Let's do... Oh, sorry, everyone. Okay, so I'm giving you 8 and I'm giving you 17. Okay, I know there's lots of people asking to do the question. Like I said, I'm trying to give everyone a chance. Okay, Jacinta, do you want to try one for us?
Right. Ma'am,
Yeah?
my name is Aisha. Can I please do 8?
Ah, perfect. Okay.
8. 8, 24.
16 first and then 24.
8, 16, 24. 40. No,
32.
36. 36.
36. 32. And there's, yeah, 32. And then 40, like you said. Ooh, weird looking 40. Good. All right, guys, so that is your multiples of 8.
Well done, my pibs.
And guys, you can answer in the chat. That's what the chat's there for. In terms of raising hands, like I said, I'm just trying to give everyone a chance. All right.
Yes, guys, Teacher Sam is spreading the love. We want to hear everyone's voices. Okay.
Okay. Lisa, do you want to try 17? Lisa, you there?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, do you want to do 17?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's 34, 51, 68, 85.
Fantastic. Well done. So, guys, those are our first 5 multiples of 17. Very nice. Well done.
Well done.
Oh, sorry, I'm just clicking things. So now, just because I heard the calculator going, that's essentially what we do. We say 17 plus 17 gives us 34. 34 plus 17 gives us 51. And we keep adding the same number each time to get our multiples. Nice, guys. Again, leaving it up there in case you want to take a screenshot.
Yeah. And all those hands that are up there, Gigi, Kalen, Ritumete, I hope that that's to ask a question, not to answer a question. Right, my pibs? Well done. Thank you. I guess Kalen has a question.
Kalen, you have a question?
Ma'am, sorry to, this is Riley. For D.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So did we plus 8 with every multiple?
Basically, yeah. So we say 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 8, 24. And so we keep adding 8 to get our multiples.
So are we adding 8 to every number? Like, are we, I don't know how to explain this, but are we adding, so
every time we get an answer, we add 8 again.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, exactly. And guys, what Riley has just pointed out here, the first one is 8, so that's 1 times 8. If I then go to me adding 2 8s, so 8 plus 8, that's 2 times 8. If I then go to adding 3 8s, 3 times 8, that is how we get our times tables. So all of this sort of links together and goes together. And like I say, our multiples or our times tables are in actual fact number patterns. That's all they are. We're adding the same thing each time, so we're creating a number pattern. Right, I'm hoping we've got screenshots. Okay.
I think Ntahlela has a question.
Sorry.
Wait, so like, ma'am, can you like do sums?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, just like sums. So like to like practice and stuff.
When you say practice, you mean practice like writing out the multiples?
Yes.
Basically, so you can just keep adding the same number to get the next multiple as you go along. So as long as your sum is adding the same thing each time, you are practicing your multiples, yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Alrighty. Oh, sorry, I think I asked you to unmute again, so just ignore me. Sipamandla, do you have a question? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah.
I was just raising my hand for maybe like the next question.
Oh, okay, you're getting ready. Cool. Right, guys, let us have a see here at our next example. Right, just got to scroll across. Okay, so this is a little bit different because what I'm doing is I'm actually giving you a list of numbers. So you need to look at these numbers quite carefully. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in, oh, it's going to take me forever. It's fine. So you've got a bunch of numbers here. And then I've got some questions. So the first question says, using the list of numbers, so look at all of these numbers here and list for me the factors of 12. So we need to remember what a factor is. And we now need to look in this list of numbers and see which one of those are factors of 12. I'm going to give everyone a chance to just have a look and see.
Yeah. And also what I like, my people, is that in maths, we practice by writing. Okay. So you might already know answers in there, but we would really love it if you write it on your book first. Like this, when you give teacher Sam an answer, is also written on your book. Okay. Like that, it will be easy to fix your mistake. It will be nice to actually practice later on to see how to do this. Okay. So all of you who are raising your hands up, please write it on the book and then we can raise our hand up. Okay. And for the rest of us that already have answers, like Cullen is doing right now, they're all putting the answers also on the chat.
Exactly. Okay, Jenna, do you want to try this one for us?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. It's 1, 2, 4, and 12.
Excellent. Well done. Okay, so really importantly here, guys, is we know that these aren't all of the factors of 12. If we go back to nowhere, because I'm just losing my mind a little bit, so you can just ignore me. If we think about all of the factors of 12, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. We don't want to list all of them. We only want to list the ones that are in this list. So the ones that are in this list, as Jen has told us, 1, 2, 4, and 12. Very, very nice. Well done. Right. I don't know why I make choices in terms of how I set up my page sometimes. It's weird, but anyways. Right, let's have a look at B. So B is now asking you for the multiples of 12. So think carefully about the difference between multiples and factors. Look at your list of numbers, see which ones you feel are multiples of 12.
Yeah, and also just to mention another thing, right? Remember that I told you guys that if there's a lot of hands, just definitely put your answers on the chat. We will definitely correct that. And also another thing that you need to note is that Teacher Sam is just trying to spread the love. So if Teacher Sam sees a name there that she hasn't seen before, we're definitely going to go for that because we're spreading the love, right? I hope y'all understand because we're a team, guys, and we love all of you.
Alrighty, guys. So yeah, I really want to give everyone a chance, like Yolanda says. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get everyone doing multiple, but I'm doing my absolute best. Okay. Single, do you want to try multiples of 12? Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then, you got 12 there.
Yeah.
Then 24.
Yeah.
And 48 and
Good.
96.
Do we all agree with that? I'm seeing some different answers in the chat. Remember, guys, you can always double check yourself by using your calculator if you want. So we've missed just one here in terms of 84 and then 96, but very nicely done. This list of numbers is a bit confusing, but very nicely done, Tingle. Okay, so our multiples of 12, 12, 24, 48, 84, because 7 times 12 is 84, and then 96. Okay, I know we've still got 2 more here. We are close to done, and Yolanda has put the quiz link in the chat, just in case those of you that have load shedding in the next couple minutes can grab it quickly.
Yeah.
So do that. You can try these last 2. I can see there's lots of hands, and I feel like because we have so many hands, we can probably get through them in the next minute or so. Orejo, do you want to try factors of 18?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Factors of 18. 1, 2,
Good.
4.
Double check 4. 4 can't divide into 18.
So 9.
Yeah. And
80.
perfect. Well done. Okay, so there are your factors of 18. Very nice. Siyabonga, do you want to do multiple?
We're not sorry. We're not missing factors on the 18, or am I the only one who's
1, 2, 9, 18.
Okay, no, then I'm thinking other things. Sorry, I thought of 3 times 6, which is.
We just don't have the numbers in the list.
Oh, I see. Got it. Sorry, guys, I'm slow, you see?
No. Okay, Siyabonga, multiples of 9.
9, 18,
Good.
27,
Good.
Ma'am.
Siyabonga, any other ones? Someone's mamming me. I don't know who the mam is. I mean, I don't know who it is that's mamming me.
I think it's Orejo. Orejo, you didn't mute yourself.
Ma'am forgot to mute me.
You can mute yourself, Orejo. You are welcome to do so.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you, Orejo.
Okay, Siyabonga, do you agree those are the only multiples that we have of 9?
Yes.
Excellent, well done.